Hi Cancer, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Cancer, in today's reading I'm going to give you one card from the Archangel Michael, one from the Denise Linn Oracle cards. Going to do your reading and then clarify. Just want to also tell you that really be safe out there. Really be careful on how you're doing things, okay? Really know that we're going through a Mercury retrograde right now, so really be calm and have patience for everything. All right, here we go. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Cancer. This is for Cancer. For their highest good. One card for Cancer. All right, Cancer. So it says navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. So definitely, believe that everything's going to fall into place for you. Okay, follow what you're wanting to do. What you want to put out there. I feel like you're the universe is really looking at you. God is looking over you. So I feel like you're going to receive what you want. Let's see what Archangel Michael is saying. Why does Archangel Michael have to say to Cancer? And he says, you are definitely protected. You are safe. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. Wow. So definitely, he's telling you, hey, you're being protected. The angels are around you. The archangels are around you. Archangel Michael is saying himself that he is protecting you in everything that you're doing. So keep going forward. Wow, beautiful. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Love that card. All right, so take what resonates with you, Cancer, and leave the rest. This is for Cancer for their highest good. Cards already pre-shuffled, okay? Here we go. One for the current. This is for Cancer for their highest good. One for the situation. One for the hopes and the, I'm sorry, for what the past or now. For what's hidden. The hopes and the fears. What you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. Wow, okay. So definitely there is a new path here because you start off with that World card, but you also got the Fool card here at the end of the tarot deck. I do feel like you need to really start really focusing on things, okay? Because you may be missing out on opportunities. I feel like there was an ending here also, an ending coming through for something. So be aware of that, okay? But with an ending, there is always a new beginning. So I always tell everyone that I'm doing readings for, that, even if it seems like, you're going through so much hard times, it's going to get better no matter what, okay? So just know that. So a new beginning, an ending will lead you to a new beginning. So just know that things are going to get better. All right, so you start off, Cancer, with the World card. Like I said, there's new experiences coming in, new opportunities coming in, we'll see why all the cards are here actually. The Tower card for the situation. Things are going to change for you. Things have been changing for you and they're going to change more. So just know that. You have the Five of Swords here for the pastor now, very frustrated, very angry, a lot of anxiety here also. I feel like we'll just keep going, okay? You have the Three of Cups here. I feel like you have a lot of support from your friends and family in what's hidden. I feel like there is celebration here of some kind, though. Some happiness or some kind of celebration coming through, which is very nice. Good for you. And then you have the Four of Pentacles here. Four of Pentacles is definitely talking about you holding on to something. Could be holding on to money. Could be holding on to, the past. Could be holding on to something, okay? But we'll see. You also have the Page of Swords here. Page of Swords is definitely talking about some kind of message coming in for you guys. Really express yourself clearly, really communicate better. I feel like you need to really see the truth on things, okay? You also have the Eight of Swords here. I feel like at times you're not seeing clearly. I feel like at times you also feel like you're stuck. You know, like you can't just move out of it. Like you just can't move anywhere, you know, but there's something here. Okay. So we gotta see. Um, then you have the King of Cups here. King of Cups is definitely talking for the outcome. It's definitely talking about, you know, you're able to handle all this that is coming through, all the emotions, but really just keep everything balanced. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on in your reading. Take what resonates with you, and leave the rest. This is for Cancer, 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 Cancer. Why is the World card here for Cancer? For their highest good. This is for Cancer, for their highest good. Wow. All right. So there's definitely some kind of messages coming in. Lot of different messages are going to come in. So expect that. Okay. You do have the Temperance card. You have the World card. You start off with the World card though. The World card is definitely talking about new experiences coming in, you know, changes coming in. You know, you've completed cycles, so a new cycle is coming in for you. So it's very nice. They're asking you to keep everything balanced, to make sure everything is balanced. You are on the right path. That things are going to balance out for you no matter what. Okay, even if you feel like they're not, it's going to. Just keep yourself balanced, you know, make sure you're eating right, make sure you're doing things right, you know, doing things the way you're supposed to. You know, don't neglect yourself, you know, because you're going through so much. Really have patience for everything also. Also feel like you need to look at things different, you know, from different perspectives. I feel like you need to look at things differently, okay? If you're trying to do something or create something. You have the Page of Wands here, and the Page of Wands is definitely saying that, you know, to believe in yourself, really to have optimism about things, really have patience for everything that's going on. But like there's messages coming in and that you are definitely divinely guided here. But really believe that you can do anything, because I feel like you want something new to come in. I feel like you want to go in a new direction also. Wow. Interesting. You're ready for it. You just want it, you know, to come in, and it will, because I feel like there's a lot of changes coming in. You have the Tower card here, Cancer. Why is the Tower here for Cancer? One more card. All right. So, you know, you do have the Page of Pentacles. I mean, sorry, the King of Pentacles here. King of Pentacles. You know, okay. So you start off with the Tower card, right? Tower is talking about changes. Okay, there's a lot of changes. You know, you yourself have to go through a lot of changes right now, and I feel like this Tower card is going to push you forward to do that. You know, the way you're seeing things, the way you're doing things, you know, you could be going through an awakening here, because you also have the Judgment card. It's like they're saying, you know, hey, you're going to have to go through along with these changes that are coming through, so that way you can also change and go and do things better, because that's what's going to happen. You're not going to do the same things that you have done before. You are definitely awakening. All right. So definitely, you know, really change the way you're doing things, especially financially, you know, what you're spending things on. You know, that's a big thing here. And they're asking you that if you're very committed and work very hard, that you will receive the things that you're wanting, because you are doing things differently, and you're going to do things differently also. Wow, very big. And then you have the Three of Swords here for the past or now. I'm sorry, the Five of Swords. I do feel like you are still holding on to a lot of regret. But I feel like I feel like you're trying definitely to leave that behind. You know, you could be feeling anger, you could be feeling frustration, you could be feeling like, you know, a lot of anxiety going on. And I hope this is in the past, but I feel like you are going through it right now, because you're going through a lot right now, like a lot of healing, a lot of changes, you know, and I feel like, you know, you still have that upset within you. You have the Three of Cups here for what's hidden. And why is the Three of Cups here for Cancer? One more card. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so You do have the Death card, and you have the Queen of Panic. I'm sorry, the Queen of Swords here. That's crazy here. Um, so with the Three of Cups here, I do feel like you are definitely, you do have a lot of support from your friends and your family. Definitely. Just remember that you do. I feel like there is some kind of celebration here. I feel like things are going to change for you a lot because you do also have the Death card here. The Death card is definitely talking about going through a transition of change. And you are, because you have the Judgment card, you have the Tower card. There is a lot of changes that you're going to go through very soon. So just know that. Um, I feel like, at times that you do, you're having a hard time, like, um, going with these changes, even though, this is a card of transition. The what it means is that you are going to change. There is a lot of things that are going to change for you. Um, but I feel like you are very supported too by people that are around you, your family, your friends. And I feel like you are definitely going to rise above everything that you're going through. But you yourself have to go along with the changes and not be afraid of the changes. Thank you, Spirit. And that's what they're asking you. They're asking you to stand your ground and be bold to really speak your truth about everything that you're needing to speak your truth about. Okay, because I feel like you're seeing clearly now that you're seeing a lot of things that need to come to an end, that you need to move on from. Also, wow, very nice. I feel like you're really standing your ground. I feel like you need to speak your truth and everything that's going on. Um, you do have the Four of Pentacles down here for the hopes and the fears. One more card. Thank you, Spirit. Hold on, you guys. Let me just see what that is. Okay. All right. So with the Four of Pentacles here, I feel like I feel like you need to start saving some kind of money here. I feel like you need to start saving your money. I feel like there are times that you can really spend your money on things that you don't need, and that's what they're saying. I feel like you need to start saving your money. I feel like there's new opportunities coming in. I feel like there's new experiences. There's even financial opportunities here coming through to you also. I feel like there's traveling here. I feel like you are making plans or wanting to make plans. And I feel like you're not telling anybody about it also. But there is a new path. There is a new opportunities. Just really save your money. And I also feel like you're having a hard time letting go of the past. And there's something that you need to start working on. Okay. Really try to learn to leave the past behind. Okay. And I feel also too that, start focusing on your finances. That's for somebody. You have the Page of Swords here for the what you need to do now. Why is the Page of Swords here? One more card. Wow. Very nice. Hello. Very nice. Hello. Hello. Okay. So so you start off with the Page of Swords here. I feel with the Page of Swords that for you not to really to express yourself clearly. Okay. Try not to jump into any conclusions about anything or anyone. Really see the truth before you start speaking about anything. Like, don't gossip about anything. Really see the truth. I feel like you really need to also believe in yourself, to express yourself, to believe in yourself, to be serious about what it is that you're wanting to do. I feel like you are going through a healing. I feel like somebody from the past could be coming back also. I feel like you need to have compassion and forgiveness for things. I feel like you also need to work on that. Okay. But with the Page of Swords here, I do feel like, you're putting all your time and effort into making something. And I feel like it's going to be successful if you do put all your time and effort in it. That this consistently thing of you working on something, it's going to bring it to life and it's going to be making it successful. That all this hard work is definitely going to be paying off. Because I feel like you are trying really hard to work on yourself and you're trusting yourself. And I feel like also too that you've been reminiscing about the past and everything that you have done, that you've been doing. And I feel at times that sometimes you feel like you know, you've done so much and then you just don't see anything of it. That's for somebody, but it is going to. Okay, but just have patience for everything that's going on. Okay, nice. This is very nice. And I also feel like somebody could be coming back, like I said, from the past. So just know that. You have the Eight of Swords here for the what you need to work on. Why is the Eight of Swords here? All right. So with the Eight of Swords, um, with the Eight of Swords here, I feel like at times there are times that you don't really, that you're not really seeing or doing or dealing with the things that you need to deal with. I feel like you could be feeling stuck. I feel like also too that you need to start making decisions, okay? Because there's a lot of things that you want, and I feel like right now that you're contemplating a lot, making plans, trying to figure out what your next move is, wanting this, wanting that. They're asking you to be realistic about things, to take off that blindfold about everything that's going on, to really see things clearly is what they're saying. Also with the Knight of Wands here, I feel like for you not to rush into something like these decisions, to take your time with the things that are going on, especially decisions. Really take your time, be objective, really have patience for everything, because we are in a Mercury retrograde right now, so you got to really be careful on how you're doing things, okay? Because you don't want it to fail, so really take your time on doing everything. Wow. You also have the King of Cups here for Cancer. And why is the King of Cups here? All right, so so with the King of Cups, I feel like wow, okay. So you really got to be careful on who. Okay, I'm just gonna say what it is. Okay, so there could be a new person coming into your life. I feel like you need to be careful on who you're trusting. If there's somebody here in your life, somebody coming in, be careful on how you're doing things with that person or who you're trusting that person with. Be very careful, okay? Because they're saying that there is some kind of deceiving thing here. There's like these some kind of betrayal, some kind of trickery, something like that. And they're asking you to be very careful, okay? They're saying that you know how to handle things. You do know how to handle things, but you got to be very careful. Communicate better. Put your what you're thinking out there. Like really communicate the way you need to. Okay, like don't just say yes to anything. Don't just say, okay. Really see what they're saying. Really see what they're doing and what you're doing and what you're saying. Okay, is what they're saying. Because I feel like there's going to be somebody new coming into your life. But I also feel like with the Seven of Swords, there's like some kind of deceit here coming through. And you got to really be careful with that. Okay, don't trust everybody that comes in. If it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. Okay, Cancer. So be very aware of what's going on. And that's what they're saying. Okay, just be careful because you're going to be going through things very fast. There's a lot of things that are going to change. But you got to be very careful and always know that you are very divinely protected, okay? No matter what you are. Really have patience for everything also, Cancer. All right, Cancer, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. God bless.